Hello, and welcome back to IPO's 2 for 2. I'm Kevin Janke, and I'm here today with our managing member and founder, Greg Coulter, to talk about the Metro Detroit multifamily market. Good morning, Greg.
Good morning, and thanks for having me, Kevin.
Thanks for being here. So I wanted to start today by talking about rental rates. Over the last few years, it's been an exponential growth pretty much since COVID. What are they at? What are you seeing them at today?
Well, rental rates keep increasing. We've seen increases anywhere from 3.5% to 9.6%, depending upon the metro area submarket, with the low being 3.5% and a high being 9.6% downriver, albeit the rental rates down there are lower than in the northern suburbs. Vacancy rates are still low. We're seeing anywhere from 3.1% to 5.5% in Oakland County. Macomb County, we're seeing 2.8%. And a low in Monroe County, which correlates with the high rental rate increases in downriver market.
So still pretty hefty growth. Obviously, there's been some major macroeconomic factors that have played a role in our business this year, first being interest rates. What are you seeing with those today?
Well, as I think everyone knows, interest rates keep going up. We've seen a 130 basis point jump across the board since the beginning of the year. An example would be the Freddie Mac small business loans are now in around 5.5%, as well as local bank loans are in around 5.5%. Fannie Mae, the larger loans, are right around 4.75%, and they're right around 4.75% for life co companies as well. As long as we don't see too big of an increase over the next quarter, things should settle down by the beginning of 2023. Inflation is currently at about 8.52%. That's down a little bit over the last month. As long as that keeps trending downward, we should see interest rates stabilize here in the coming quarter.
I'm glad you mentioned inflation. Obviously, that's top of mind for everybody right now. You really can't escape it. How have you seen that impact both interest and cap rates?
Well, as we just talked about, interest rates are up by 130 basis points. Those have reflected upon cap rates. Cap rates we were seeing at the beginning of the year between 4.5% and 6.5%. We're now seeing that upward tick of 100 basis points to 5.5% to 7.5%, depending upon the submarket that you're in.
Excellent. So these are obviously all factors in what we care most about, which is sales. How have those been so far this year?
It's been a tale of two markets this year, Kevin. The first part of the year was very robust. We were on record-setting pace. Over the last 60 days, with inflation and interest rates, things have slowed.
So in your expert opinion, is investment in multifamily in Metro Detroit still a good investment?
Yes, it is, Kevin. And it's the age-old adage, people always need a place to live. The National Multifamily Housing Conference states that we need 4.3 million units in the next 10 years. This trend, along with increased interest rates and inflation, are going to make heightened returns for investors. So we see it as a very good investment avenue.
Excellent. Well, I appreciate you being here today. And this has been another episode of IPO's 2 for 2.
Thank you, and we'll see you next time.